Welcome back to Houselights, your one-stop shop for everything you need to hear about this week in the world of entertainment. As always, I'm your host, Liz Noss, joined by my beautiful, wonderful co-host,
Claire Donahoe.
And this week, we're going to talk about music videos. Woo! Which I feel like, I'm like surprised I didn't have a whole episode about this before, because I feel very like, I don't know, historically and like sociologically, like music videos have like, I don't know, just like stored in my brain, like the idea of music videos is like very important
Moments
to
of
me.
culture.
Moments of culture, truly. It mixes in different avenues of art.
Mediums, if you will.
Mediums, if you would, which is the correct word for what I just said.
That's why I'm here.
Many less words. Thank you, copy editor. And, you know, I think that it's really the best way to, I don't know, present music.
Isn't that a claim? All right. Well, tell us why, Liz.
I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if anybody knows this, but I was like super pretentious in high school, and I wanted to go to, and still, and I wanted to go to film school. So I've, and then I grew up, and
You can't.
and so I don't know. I've just always been more drawn to like visual elements, or I don't know. I've always like pictured songs in like movie scenes, and you know, even like things that are way less, you know, I don't know, intellectual or way less like creative, like perhaps seen it as a TikTok edit or something.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for like just ripping that Band-Aid off in the beginning, because that was something I was thinking about on the way over here.
That actually starts a new question.
Will this conversation we're about to have cover social media edits or people deciding to make their own music videos?
But that's not like a music video, though.
I view it as a collage, a moving collage. You take...
Okay, well, before we get into that...
take videos of people, songs of other things, you splice all together.
I guess technically, but like, I don't...
But that's not what we're here to talk about.
That's not what we're here to talk... Well, we are. I'm going to get to that because now I'm like really confused by that. But... I want to talk about your relationship to music videos before, and like what you know. I already said it's one of the best ways to present music. So, what is your relationship?
So, my relationship to music videos comes from watching a lot of TV as a child, and music videos used to be commercials sometimes, which I think is just fabulous, and we should bring that back. But it's not that way anymore for a variety of reasons we won't get into, nor do I even know. But I just thought it was so wonderful.
No research.
With that said, the earliest ones that I can remember watching as commercials were a variety of Katy Perry music videos, which the production on those, I mean, fabulous. Insane. Need I say more? And humbly, What Does the Fox Say? That music video of that man.
Was that a commercial, though?
They played it. These weren't commercials, but they were played in lieu of commercials. Like, because, you know, a commercial... that could be about a minute or two or whatever. That could also be a song. And What Does the Fox Say is like burned, seared into my brain as one of the first music videos that I remember seeing. And it was also one of the first music videos that helped me, which now I wish it hadn't, learned the song. Because sometimes I'll find the music video just after, when I maybe already know all the words or I've already imagined it, however I need to see it in my mind. But sometimes I'll see a music video that kind of hits me like out of left field, and it will provide an entirely new meaning to the song. Or then I will only ever associate the song with that music video, which this might sound crazy. Sometimes I avoid watching music videos for songs I really, really like because I'm afraid. It's like when you read a book and then the movie comes out and you don't know if you should see the movie because you already have the image of it in your mind.
Yes.
I'm also just a little bit strange in that way. But I also just get over it if it's like a song I really like or an artist I really like and I want to watch their music videos, which we'll talk about. But yeah, not every song that I love do I immediately look for the music video, because I sometimes have an association to it that I'm worried it will kind of be like the book movie effect. But also not everything is about me, so then I have to just kind of critically think when I watch the music video that the artist of the song
why is everything
made.
Not about us?
So yeah, that in a nutshell, a long nutshell, is my relationship to music videos over the years. And I used to kind of just watch them more as a kid, simply because they were a little bit more in my face about it. Like I was just already watching TV and they were on.
Right.
And now I kind of find myself only seeking them out if I really love that artist, or if I really am. It's more of a place of like curiosity. If I'm curious about like how they interpret the song. For example, Matt Maltese. favorite artist of all time. He has been slowly releasing singles off of an upcoming album. He's been also slowly releasing music videos. I had never seen any Matt Maltese music videos for a while. I don't really know why. I just maybe think it was because I wanted to keep the image of whatever I had in my own mind. But I love him, and I love his artistic, just like eye, for lack of a better phrase. And so I went on like a binge of Matt Maltese music videos, and I loved them. And I thought they were super cool. Not at all how I would imagine the song, because he's very quirky. Like, it was about like sword fighting and like a bunch of visual stuff that one would just probably never imagine about like a love ballad. But anyway, it's if I'm curious and if I really, really like the artist now versus when I was a kid, it was just happening. Hence, what does the fox say? I mean, now I would not search that out.
Right.
But yeah.
And well, I think as a kid, like, I don't know, this idea of like music videos as commercials was like such a bigger thing. So yeah, we were seeking out music videos because like that was, I don't know, the cultural movement at the time. Like, everybody was making music videos and things, and like I feel like music videos were better advertised along with the song.
Yeah.
Like back when we were like kids.
I wonder if that has to do with like a lack of booming social media when we were really young, and a music video was kind of a way for the artist to do what now social media and tour marketing and those other things can do. And it was like, if a song had a music video and people watched the music video, to me that felt like, oh, this is like a big song. I mean, I'm thinking about like Katy Perry's Last Friday Night music video, like that crazy, like crazy night, whatever music video. And I don't know, I just think maybe now people are less inclined to care about the music video because they have other ways of looking into that artist's aesthetic. Yeah. They don't, the artist maybe doesn't even have to like think that hard about the music video. I'm doing a lot of speculation. I'm sure a lot of artists
I agree with you.
But it's just interesting to see that shift. Like, now we just have other ways of viewing an artist's aesthetic, and we kind of know their aesthetic with a song or their kind of vibe with like what their albums might look like. I mean, thinking about like Tate McRae. Will I watch her music videos? Yeah, because I think she's a fabulous performer, and I am just curious to see how she puts the song to a completely other form of visual art.
Right.
But also, I don't need necessarily to see the music video to know Tate McRae's vibe, because I've gathered that in a variety of other visual ways, primarily via social media. So I just wonder if that has anything to do with it.
I will say, like, the whole thing about, like, accessing that artist, I think that you're completely right about that. But also, like, thinking about Tate McRae and like other people who are more like performy, I think that's like music videos are an accessible way to reach their performance. Because like on social media, you're still not getting them like as a performer. But like I'm thinking about like Troye Sivan's like Rush music video is like very much like the Sweat Tour. It was like all sort of like a party and like choreography and stuff like that. So I think it's like without having to spend like hundreds of dollars on a concert ticket, you can sort of, I mean, obviously it's not the same thing, but like you can see how they might perform the song. Yeah. So I think that's like why it still exists though. Because yes, you can access the artist, but can you access their artistry?
Ooh, yeah.
Just through their social media.
The answer, I think, is no.
Right.
Not just through, I mean, I think the music videos are great.
Yeah, you can see what they post on their Instagram story, but you're not seeing exactly, like, how they would perform the song.
That also begs the question of, like, we talk a lot about here on, like, separating the art from the artist.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really cool to kind of take it to, like, let's say a next level when you see the artist performing their song, not only performing it, but also adding other elements that they maybe thought of while they were writing the song in a music video, or like how they wanted to choreograph dancing that went with it. Like, it then becomes really hard to separate the art from the artist. But if you're willing to take that leap and connect the two, it's very evocative, very powerful.
I will say though, like, with it, because my whole thing of like the artistry will be in this music video. That's not true for every single artist. Like,
some music videos are bad.
Some music, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like some music videos I feel like are very simple, almost like just lyric video-y enough. Yeah. Because there was a whole, I wrote this down, I think there was just like a whole genre of YouTubers who became big artists like Conan Gray, like Troye Sivan, like, like Shawn Mendes and stuff. Yeah. They literally would just sit in front of a camera, strum a guitar, and that was like their music video in a way. Right. And I think that we see a little bit more of that now also because it feels a little bit more authentic. So there's like two different types of music videos where it's like this huge production, huge like project, and then there's like other artists that don't really put a lot of effort into it and sort of just sit down in front of a camera and do music. I don't think one is wrong and one is right. Personally, I'm a dramatic person. I love to see a big production,
like a concept,
like a concept, almost like a film sort of thing. Like Lady Gaga. Let's get into Lady Gaga because like queen of music videos. Like she basically did a full film for like the art pop songs, and I wrote down like the prime of music videos. Like, I think of, like, Lady Gaga music videos. I think of, like, Katy Perry music videos of, like, her teenage dream era and Lady Gaga's, like, Born This Way and, like, sort of the fame monster era. And I think that, like, in this time of when we were kids, I don't know if it was exactly the prime. I think it feels like the prime to us because, like, now music videos have fallen off. I do think, while there wasn't exactly, like, this is the prime, I think that we have seen a fall of music videos in our time. Because I would say that the prime is probably like when our parents were teenagers and they had like MTV. Yeah. And like there was a whole channel just for music videos. Talking about the whole thing of like when you were a kid and you would see music videos as commercials, I remember that so vividly, especially on Disney Channel. Radio Disney would air the music videos. And that was really big for me. One that I remember very specifically when I was a kid on TV was The Way with Ariana Grande and Mac Miller.
Yes.
They're like in this like bluish kind of room and there's like pinky like balloons flying around.
Yeah. I feel like I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, that was like everything to me. And then like Radio Disney, like because it was Disney Channel, they would also like air like Disney music videos. And like I remember Naturally by Selena Gomez was one that comes to mind with all the different, like, she was, like, in a freaking kaleidoscope. It comes naturally, and there was just, like, a bunch of shapes everywhere.
Like a crazy vault of
literally.
Media I've
And then do you remember when they would, like, in Disney Channel, they would all get together and sing, like, We Are the World, basically, but it would be, like, different versions. It's not We Are the World. Like, it would be, like, a version of We Are the World of, like, we're just kids and we're making a difference.
For the holiday special,
yes, exactly.
Yeah. All the crossover episodes and stuff.
Yeah, maybe like 4th of July, like patriotism or whatever. But like, that was also everything to me. Yeah, I don't really remember like I don't remember what does the Fox say being on TV. Like, I truly don't.
So that was on Teen Nick, might I say.
Okay, Teen Nick. You know what? Ariana Grande might have been on Teen Nick because that seems a little
racy
it seems a little racy for Disney Channel. But
yeah, I want to echo your point about film. I love a music video, which now I think we should kind of just talk about our faves.
Yes, of course.
I love a music video that feels like it could also double as like, I love a concept video, don't get me wrong. Something you really have to kind of stare hard into the eyes of. But I also just love a video that kind of feels like anyone could make it. And what I mean by that is like, the way you might make a montage video of a trip you went on with your friends and you put a song in the back of it. One that just kind of feels like a home video type of thing. Maybe both in style, it like looks like it was shot on film, or just the vibe. With that said, my favorite music video right now is The Ballad of You and I by Hotel Lux. And it features Thomas Birdie Sangster, who's Newt in The Maze Runner, if anyone like needs that connection. And his
that was crazy.
maybe current girlfriend, or certainly then, at least then, girlfriend. And it's just the two of them, like, frolicking on these hills in some, European land. So maybe they're probably, like, actually totally in the hills of, like, okay, whatever. I don't know where the location is. It's beautiful. And it's a little bit of a concept. I mean, it seems that the not-so-happy couple gets in a fight in the beginning, and ironically, they're filming a film in the video. Everyone should just watch it. It just, I don't know.
So
it brings me joy.
So is that, like, newer? Is that, like, a modern one? Okay.
Oh, yeah, like a couple years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah, definitely not loud, not a change of scene. The band shows up later, and you see them. Yeah. I was just biased because at the time I was in a really huge Thomas Birdie Sangster phase. But looking back, I still, yeah.
Okay.
I still revisit it just because of, like, kind of how like calming it feels. Like, I don't know. It's very kind of plain in the way that it's shot, but I just quite like it. And then on the flip side, I love Matt Maltese's videos because they're the opposite of that, in which they're calming because his songs are calming to me, but the concepts are quite strange.
Interesting.
And he's kind of just like a
strange
kind of like a strange guy, so it just kind of all works out. But I personally have gravitated away from the more flashy Katy Perry, Lady Gaga-esque type of music videos. Billie Eilish's Lunch was good. That was kind of concept-y. It was like the fisheye thing. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
So something like that also works for me. But really in-your-face music videos, I don't really go for unless I'm recommended to by a friend or something.
Yeah, I'm very into like the flashy, like big production, like music videos. Because I've just like, I don't know, I feel like that's what we like grew up with, and like those were like my favorite to watch. Like, still one of my favorite music videos is, and like all my favorite, like probably like all my favorite music videos are like ones that were like from like probably like elementary school to like middle school vibes, because like those are the ones that like shaped me. I'm not, again, like I'll like watch a music video now, but I think I agree with you, like I'm not seeking out music videos. If they come to me and I see them, specifically I think TikTok's been really good at like clipping and even like taking a very short video of a music video and clipping it even shorter to make you want to watch it. Done a really good job with that. So like I'll get into those that have sort of like brought me in, but like my favorite is like Blank Space by Taylor Swift, and that's like a huge like production. They're in this big house. One of my favorites that I remember watching like so many times as a kid was Roar by Katy Perry, where she's like in the jungle.
Oh my God.
And she has that.
Katy Perry takes the cake for me.
Yes,
on,
no,
like,
Katy Perry, like,
concept, production.
Katy Perry and Lady Gaga are very, very,
Like,
very similar in the production.
I think I've seen
of
the
their
most Katy Perry music videos out of like any artist.
Yes.
Not even that she's my favorite artist or anything. I just feel like I've
No, but
seen,
she is music videos.
Yeah, like I've consumed so much of her stuff.
Well, and talk
Oh my
about
God.
someone who's like weird and like has a vision for the for the music videos. Like I would say that like now Katy Perry is more like milk toast and like not as interesting as she was, but like back like when she was in her like teenage dream era, like even the One of the Boys, like when she did like I Kissed a Girl, like all of those, and even like her album that had like Swish Swish on it and like Bon Appetit, like she was still like very much like making weird stuff. I like that. But anyways, the Roar music video when she's wearing that leopard print dress. Anyways, I just like, that's just like in my head.
Yeah.
But anyways, but probably my most watched Vivo video.
Yeah.
As a Vivo, let's talk about it. It doesn't exist anymore. I don't think, like as a
now
YouTube
it's like
thing.
Vime.
Like Vivo is it's like still like a thing, I think.
Vimo.
Like it's still like a company. But like I don't think they do the originals where they like do the covers and like someone's performing it. But like Vivo isn't like it's not all the music videos anymore. People are just doing music videos. But anyways, I just had a really good idea for another one. I literally just thought about.
Sure.
I know that people are gonna talk about, but first I want to say my most watched music video as a kid was Mine by Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Childhood divorce moment. But anyways, she's like, it's super simple. Like she hasn't, I mean, yes, this was Speak Now era, so she had just come off like the Fearless, like, I don't know, because she had a lot of really good, like, Love Story and You Belong With Me were like huge music videos. But then like Mine, for some reason, why did it have less of a budget? But anyways, it just like looks like a home movie. She's just doing the things that she's saying in the song. Right. But like for some reason that just really hit with me. And I don't know if you actually have the same sort of like hold on this music as like I do. Like I don't know, like it just means a lot to me. But like the pictures hanging down, do you remember that? She's like in the forest and there's like pictures hanging down like on string. Anyways,
I'm not a huge Taylor Swift.
I'm just thinking about that. Anyways,
but now
the Mean music video with Joey King was also the same era. She's like in like a weird country bar, like strumming a banjo. It's awesome. But Taylor Swift also has a lot of really, really great music videos. Yeah. And like for the newer stuff, even like Look What You Made Me Do was really great. I didn't really feel much about like her Midnight stuff. Folklore didn't really have any crazy ones. Evermore didn't have. What was the most Torture Postmortem? I didn't watch any of those actually.
Yeah, I need to.
But, like,
freshen up on
I would say Reputation to, like, when she was a kid. Like, those were, like, really, really great music videos.
What did you just write down?
I was thinking about, like, how Vivo's, like, a music video company. And there's another music video company that I feel like a lot... I don't know if you'll resonate with this, because I don't think you were emo in middle school. But Fueled by Ramen was, like, a big company. Taylor just nodded their head, because, of course. But, like, it was all the music videos from, like, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, 21 Pilots. Like, they were pumping out content, like, insane. Like, it was just, like, all the weird kid, like, every single, like, weird kid band in middle school, like, you were watching their music videos. And it was great. Like, I'm picturing, like, the, obviously not a great music, not a great representation of, like, Fueled by Ramen, but, like, picturing the Stressed Out music video right now in my head and, like, the Fueled by Ramen, like, logo. Great. Amazing. But yeah, do you have any other sort of, like, modern-ish music videos that you've seen? Like within the past, like, 2 years or so that you, like, really loved?
I can't quite think of any besides... I mean, the only ones I really watched, I'd say, were, like, Billie Eilish and Matt Maltese videos as they release. And recently, like I said, Tate McRae, because, one, I like her a lot, and two, calling back to what you said about TikTok, making it, like, putting it on my radar more. I think also when the artist uses a snippet of the music video to tease that the song is coming out. That just happened with Matt Maltese's song, and then Jensen McRae, one of my faves. She posted
I'm on the Jensen McRae.
She posted a clip of her song Savannah that just came out. Everyone go listen. She posted a clip of the music video. So she was releasing both at once. And that not only reminded me that the song was coming out, but also I've got a bit of an idea. So I guess that type of method has been stronger for me in the past 2 years. I can't think of any that have, like, knocked my socks off, you know, the way that Roar by Katy Perry has. But, of course, when we wrap filming, I'm going to think of, like, 25.
Well, and also we're a kid, anything's knocking your socks off that has, like, color.
Especially when there's a dance that you can follow along with. I was thinking about that. Like, a lot of...
It's giving TikTok dance.
You kind of learned how to interact with the song based on the energy that the music video gave you. So if Katy Perry was, like, doing a lot of crazy stuff, like, you were supposed to freak out, like, when you listened to... Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I totally
that was your permission to, like, also be weird when you heard that song.
Love.
And then TikTok, of course, probably kind of took that over and ruined it. Do you have anything else to say about music videos before I ask you
I just want to throw a couple, like, modern ones that
tell the
like within the past couple years, because like I said, I'm like very much like a music video, like, I don't know, music video lover of, like, old, like, nostalgic wise.
Yeah.
But there are a couple that have, like, been awesome the past couple years.
Been awesome.
That have been awesome.
Okay. Tell them.
Please, Please, Please from Sabrina Carpenter, like with Barry Keoghan, like, in it, like when they were dating. There was a quick relationship, by the way.
It's because she put him in the Please, Please, Please music video.
I know. But anyways,
and all the bad lyrics were probably about him. Whatever.
No, literally.
Makes you
but
think.
yeah, it was I really liked that concept of, like, him being in it. And, like, I feel like already that brought more views because, like, oh my god, they're dating and he's in the music video. Like, but I liked that music video a lot. I really liked the Guess, Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish music video. That was really good. Talking about using a clip of, like, literally using the music video at the exact same time as the song to market it, Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. That was a really, really great music video because it was just very dancey. It reminded me of, like, Judas from Lady Gaga, which is another one that, like, is seared into my brain. Like, I could literally, like, do the, like, Judas, like,
and
choreography.
That's what they wanted. That's the point of the music video.
Yeah, so Abracadabra, it's like, I can, like, memorize the choreography right now because of it. I thought Harry Styles has had some good ones in the past. Like, Watermelon Sugar was a really good one.
I remember that
I liked Lights. Lights Up, right? Is the song. And then this one's a little bit older, but, like, I still consider it, like, modern and, like, newer than, like, the prime of, like, Vivo and stuff. Okay. Thank You Next, Ariana Grande. That was a moment. There were so many people in it.
Classic.
And yeah. I have a thing to say really quick, by the way, about, like, the Thank You Next music video. Okay. I was supposed to be in the video.
What?
But anyways, no, I actually do have something to say. I just, the way that I said it and I got excited about it, I thought about that Madison Beer clip where she was like, I was supposed to be in the video.
I did not. get that? You were doing that at first.
But I actually do have something to say.
Yeah, I'm so lost.
I'm seeing the iParty 101 this weekend in Detroit. Do you know who I'm gonna see?
Tell me.
My #1 celebrity crush, Matt Bennett, who played Robbie Shapiro in Victorious. I'm going to see him. He's going to be DJing in front of me.
He DJs.
And I'm gonna, yeah, he does those like stupid. It's not stupid. But
She
like,
loves you.
it's very much like, you know, the iParty 101, it's like,
Yeah.
they DJ, like he DJs like the old songs from like Disney Channel and like
Yeah.
Nickelodeon and stuff. And I do think that it's like a cheap way to like keep making money as like a child star.
Yeah, I mean, rent was due.
Rent continues to be due. Like Matt Bennett needs to. I feel like Matt Bennett was probably paid enough to like. I don't know, but he was a kid though, so I don't. I just feel like, does he still need rent? Probably, or else he wouldn't be doing this. But yeah, I'm so excited to see him. I'm gonna blow him a kiss. My forever childhood crush,
Love.
Robbie Shapiro.
Love it.
So I'm very excited about that. What was your question?
My question was, were you ever making your own music videos, and were you on the app Video Star?
That is a really, really good question. I was not on the app Video Star.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I literally don't.
Okay, it's
Which
like,
is crazy because like
if,
I've been on everywhere in the internet.
If iMovie, it's not like you don't like post them anywhere, I don't believe. It's like if iMovie had a younger, rebellious, artsy sister that was just for filming music videos, and you could like film clips and stop it, similar to TikTok or like Snapchat, even like how you can film multiple clips, put it that way. You could put filters on it. You could do like, you know, on a Mac specifically, if you go into the camera icon, you can do like the fisheye lens or the see yourself 20 times on the screen lens, or do rainbow effect. So me and my childhood best friend Ella would stand in my backyard, and you could pick a song. It would sync to your iTunes. So whatever we had on our little like iPhone 4, whatever.
So what songs?
So obviously I did probably, well, I'm not going to say obviously. I'm trusting that I did one to, oh my God, I can't remember what it's called. That song that Jade does in Victorious, To Get Back.
Yes. Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
This is going to make me so angry.
But I know exactly.
This was the first song I ever downloaded on my little iPod.
Song.
You think you know me. Yeah, or You Don't Know Me.
Yeah.
You think you know me, but you can't. So that was my like favorite song when I had phone first. But I distinctly remember, Ella and I did quite a few of these, but one that really stands out because we maxed out every filter. Oh, I did one to Trouble by Taylor Swift, because I remember seeing my face like 8 times across the screen, like trouble, trouble.
So that's not the name of the song, but continue.
What is it?
I Knew You Were Trouble.
Okay, same thing.
Like, you sound like my mom.
Sorry.
Like, blah,
blah.
Anyways,
Sorry. I know it sounds.
Keep yapping.
Okay. The one that takes the cake. Apple bottom jeans.
Oh.
Me and Ella, probably like 12 and 11, standing in my backyard after school. We would like direct each shot. We would film like a verse in whatever filter or thing we wanted. And these videos, you wouldn't post them anywhere. Like, Video Star was not a social media platform. It was like iMovie. You would just save them to your camera roll for your own viewing pleasure. Now, I'm sure if we were feeling adventurous, we could have figured out a way to like put them on YouTube or something. And then came Musical.ly, and then came TikTok, and the whole thing just fell right apart.
Did you have Musical.ly?
I did have a Musical.ly, and I'll say that with my chest. And I did do it. Like, I had not only had a Musical.ly, but I posted on Musical.ly.
She was like
doing the
like
no, yeah, I was. And you know what? There are worse things a person could have done in middle school and early high school. So that's fine.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I was on Video Star, and I just wanted to know if you were ever.
I definitely did
making your own music videos.
I definitely did music videos.
Okay.
I can't like remember specifically like what songs, because honestly, I was even weirder as a kid. Can I tell you what I did instead of music videos? Made like weird little short films with my American Girl dolls. Edited on iMovie.
I used to watch those, the stop motion American Girl doll videos. My friend Megan and I used to watch those all the time. She lived down the street, and I would go down the street and we would watch them. And what if we were watching yours?
And I think maybe you were.
Sorry. Were they stop motion?
They were.
Oh, Liz. This is, we've unlocked so much today.
Thank you.
Sorry to cut you off. I just
No, this is real.
I needed you to know that you're not alone. And
thank you. No, yeah, I wasn't doing a lot of music videos, which is like kind of like concerning for me. But like, I was also doing like the weird challenges
Yeah.
Also, like, I don't know, was it, like, would Chubby Bunny Challenge be when we were, like, kids? I feel like that might be a little too old for us.
Yeah. No, I feel like it was.
Okay, then I was doing, like, weird, like, Chubby Bunny challenges and stuff like that,
And at the end of the day, like, all that
like, the
stuff
same
in
thing.
middle school and early high school is all the same.
Right.
Because we had access to phones and the internet, but at the time, at least for many of us, not enough where it was, like, damaging yet. It was fun.
Oh, for sure. Like,
Now it's like
that- we
kids
didn't-
have access to, like, following influencers on Snapchat, which is really, really bizarre, or TikTok general, the horrible
TikTok
place that
general.
is. But we were just like filming little weird videos that, thank
And, like,
God,
that
we
was
never
too-
posted.
It was too fast for us to have a digital footprint of it either. Like, that part of the internet is, like, gone. Like,
Well, it's on my family desktop at home. It's not quite gone, but
oh my God.
the good news is though,
It's on my iPad.
I was never able to post those. This is so random, but did we ever talk about how Lauren Gray, former Musical.ly star turned
Sorry,
TikTok
that's
star
crazy.
turned pop artist who probably has some music videos of her own, went on Trisha Paytas's podcast and said that she became famous fully on accident. And people say that in an almost way to be humble sometimes. No, she was like 12 or
Oh, yeah, I
13.
remember you telling me this.
She was 12 or 13 and she was on Musical.ly and she was posting the videos, except she didn't know she was posting them. She thought she was saving them to her camera roll because when you post a video, it also used to, I believe, auto-save to your camera
Yes,
roll.
of course.
And she just kept posting video after video, not knowing. And then by the time she figured out, you know, navigating the rest of her like profile and seeing followers and stuff, she was climbing to fame.
That is insane, actually.
And it was just
and
an
Lauren Gray's,
accident.
like, one of the biggest.
Yes, and it was just
like,
an
Musical.ly
accident of like
people.
she was just trying to make funny little videos. She's about our age. So then I just think about like, what if me and Ella had accidentally posted our apple bottom jeans video star? It wouldn't have done
You
anything.
would have been famous.
Well, one can dream, but I'm just so glad that we were
No,
on
thank God.
platforms that even if you did want that video, it wasn't also a risk that you'd post it. And I feel like now kids have a lot more to deal with. I sound 50. Kids have more to deal with
Kids
now on
these
social
days.
media, but
No, yeah.
I should start watching music videos again instead
No,
of
I
doom scrolling
enjoy
on
it.
my phone because I could probably gain a lot more from a music video than I could 17 TikToks
I
in a
will
row that
say,
I won't
like,
even remember.
one of my comfort things, like, when I, like, this is, like, a real sad, like, when I'm really sad, this is a coping mechanism of watching old music videos. And so
Wow.
it's, like, it's, like, a nice comfort thing, like, One Direction music videos was, like, big for me, like, oh, my God, I forgot to say Live While We're Young music video.
Yeah.
It was really big.
Yeah.
Anyways,
And it helps you imagine, it helps
yeah.
watching music videos and making that a practice in your life, I firmly believe will help you when you're on public transportation somewhere, looking out a window, listening to a song,
For
imagining
sure. Oh my God.
how you would be in a music video.
We're so creative now.
How would we create those images if not from watching Roar by Katy Perry?
No,
How would
literally.
I ever dream up being in a forest,
That's what I'm saying.
running
like,
from a terrible man, and finding my strength on a big rock in front of a tiger? Isn't that what's
is
happening?
insane.
Taylor's really
Yes.
cracking up over
No,
there.
that's.
I'm just saying, music
that's the
videos have
concept.
benefited us
no,
all.
but I think when you're visually watching things as a kid that, like, I don't know, is, like, fun and you're excited by it, and it's not a freaking 15-second
You're
brain
inspired.
rot video.
Bring back inspiration.
You get creative as a kid, and you're like, I could make my own music video, and it's the worst thing you've ever seen, right? Because obviously we have music videos that
Yeah.
we made as a kid that were just terrible, but at least as a kid you think that you can.
And it's
do it.
healthy, creative expression that you won't accidentally post and have millions of people see. And you can just show your family, and your mom will be like, yeah, sweetie, that was really, really great.
And
And,
it's, like,
it'll
the
be
worst
funny
thing I've
between you and
seen.
your friends when you're adults and your frontal lobes are developing.
Yes.
And I'm going to make my kids get a video star if I let them get phones, ever.
That's actually a really good question. Like, do you think, like, you would ever let your kid get a phone? Do you think you'll ever let your kid get a phone, is what I just
I
said?
think that, okay, really quickly, because I will tie it back to music videos, and then we'll
No, I was, like, not even making the effort.
bow out. No, but I'm a big believer in anti-iPad baby, okay?
Oh, for sure.
Now, here's the thing, though. I'm not a parent, and I have 3 younger brothers, and I was old enough when my youngest brother was born to have memories of him, like, screaming in Kroger. And my poor mother just trying to keep all of us not only in the same aisle, but also, like, get the food and also make sure my brother doesn't, like, explode, like, pop a vein from screaming. So what would she do? She would give him her phone sometimes. Also, side note, when he wasn't holding her phone in public or, like, a little toy, he was holding a baked potato. Or, a raw potato. That he would just, like, carry around as a fidget. Sorry, Charlie, if you see this. So,
And now we have fidget spinners.
like, there's a picture that exists of my brother, like, holding a potato that he just, like, wanted to bring with him, and my mom being like, okay. And then, like, I think maybe in another hand he's holding her phone watching like a count to 100 with these cartoon shapes, you know, type of video. So I would give my kid a phone in public to like, please be quiet, but I wouldn't let them scroll on TikTok. And you know what? If they were old enough, I would say, fine, please stop crying. You can have my phone as a distraction, but you have to make a music video. Get on Video Star.
We have to be creative with it.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you an assignment.
I'm giving you an assignment, and it's I'm not giving you internet access. I'm giving you either a video learning how to count by twos, or you have to like do something creative.
No, like my first like iPad was like that leapfrog reader thing where you would like click the thing. Like I remember
a
like
DS. Hello.
Oh,
like
you know what we should do next week? We should do like vintage video games.
Boom, done.
Boom, done.
Because there's so much to explore that I feel like people aren't exploring anymore. And take it from us, take it from my brother and his potato. Like there's other ways to be entertained. You don't need to plop your kid on Instagram Reels, even if you think the child lock is on. Sometimes it's not, or YouTube Shorts. Sometimes the child thing is off. I don't know. I have very strong opinions on this, but we don't need to get into it now.
Okay, so to wrap up what the actual episode is about.
Yeah. So back to music videos.
What do you think? You know, what do you think music videos really do for a song? And like summarize it.
I think it helps connect the artist's vision with the audience even further. I think it allows the audience a glimpse into a different way of reimagining the song, which, why is that important, you may ask? Well, it's important for personal creativity and also just entertaining. It's just entertainment and it's fun and it helps you engage with the song and kind of learn almost like the social cues of how to do it or what like vibe you're kind of supposed to be taking away from it if you have not already figured that out yourself. And it's just cool. Whether or not you're like a visual artist or someone interested in film, someone interested really in music videos, it's just simply cool and entertaining. And I think I'm going to leave it at that.
And one word yes or no answer is an edit a music video. No. That's what I like to hear.
It's not.
Thanks, guys, for listening to this week. I think, next week we should do, like, DS week. I have so much to say about that.
We just love to reminisce over here.
We love to reminisce. We love nostalgia. Thought daughters, if you would.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See ya.